We absolutely believe that there is knowledge to be discovered in microgravity that will save people's lives. Those are the words of Chris Kimmel, co-founder and chairman of SpaceTango. Started in Lexington with just 2 full-time employees in 2014, SpaceTango was created as the commercial arm of the nonprofit company Kentucky Space LLC. The goal of the organization? Be one of the nation's first business accelerators specifically for space enterprises and entrepreneurs. SpaceTango was conceived to offer space as a service. The company sees its niche as helping researchers put their experiments into orbit and using microgravity to make breakthroughs. And the platform for these experiments? SpaceTango is one of only a handful of firms with permanent research facilities aboard the $150 billion International Space Station. The concept behind SpaceTango is to create an environment in which scientific research will be performed. This will enable R&D for bioengineering and biomanufacturing in the microgravity environment of space. SpaceTango designs technology, platforms, and software to enable high-throughput research, manufacturing on orbit, and helps its customers design experiments that fit into tissue box-sized containers that fit into its automated lab. It allows customers, through the development of these micro-laboratories, the ability to do lots of different experiments, from materials to physics to biomedicine. The lab is part of the growing field of exomedicine, which is positioned to make breakthroughs in regenerative medicine, oncology, and other medical fields using microgravity as a tool, and Kentucky is at the center of it all. On the morning of August 1st, 2016, after years of design and testing, Tango Lab 1 was first powered on by an American astronaut named Jeff Williams. Thus began its mission in making discoveries in microgravity for applications on Earth. Tango Lab 1 is a 23-inch by 18-inch automated laboratory that can hold up to 21 cubes. Each cube can contain a different experiment, and each run simultaneously. SpaceTango's clients will be able to watch, monitor, and control their experiments from Earth via the internet and send data to the customer in near real time through a user interface called Customer Portal. They will be able to check in and manage their experiments with the ease of updating their Facebook or Twitter profile. What is most important is that the lab requires minimal astronaut intervention. Up until now, doing experiments has only been accessible to people in the space industry. SpaceTango plans to change that. You go to space because you will see things you'll never see on Earth. The majority of microgravity studies have focused on how astronauts' bodies function in space. SpaceTango's focus is not the 6 people on the ISS, but the 7 billion people on Earth. They are looking to use microgravity in creative ways to solve the tough problems on Earth. The big question is, what if the next medical breakthrough can be learned in microgravity? Those include such things as growing cells, algae, and plants in space. There's a lot more to discover about how living systems and diseases operate outside of gravity. So how did the 2-person startup manage to send an automated lab to the International Space Station? With determination and hard work by Kimmel, who is the chairman, along with Twyman Clements, who is space systems engineer and serves as CEO, and Ellie Puckett, who is director of business operations. Today they have a staff of 5, as well as several contract engineers and interns from Kentucky universities. The company continues to seek new customers, ranging from high school class experiments to pharmaceutical research for public companies. Medical research has been an important part of the space station, and the demand for microgravity research will keep growing as customers think of new possibilities, including missions for research in the areas of cystic fibrosis, cancer, and improving the life of people with diabetes. As an example, SpaceTango is working with a Connecticut firm, BioRacis, to help develop a wireless biosensor that can be implanted under the skin for real-time continuous monitoring of blood sugar levels. The device could potentially help people who have type 1 diabetes, who in some cases must test their blood sugar 3 to 7 times a day. A sensor like the BioRacis device would automatically tell the insulin pump to inject the correct amount and would eliminate the need for painful finger pricks and testing. Naturally, accuracy is of prime importance to such a device. The experiment that will be performed in the Tango lab will help narrow the margin of error. By eliminating gravity, the company can better model how glucose reaches the sensor. In a world where the future of those on Earth are benefited by the discoveries being made in space, It is therefore fitting that SpaceTango, in recognition of its service and accomplishments, receive the Kentucky Aviation Hall of Fame 2016 Aviation Achievement Award.